quick, the reflection of your heart. You may not be at that place where promotion is coming or favor is happening or where doors are opening yet. But may I just encourage you with the story of David. David was the least likely to be king in the natural. But he had a heart of gold. He had a heart after God, that even when he messed up, he came to God and he asked God to forgive him and to restore him. Now, what is the point of this story? You might not be at a place where, favor is coming and stuff, but the key that I'm giving you here is to worship God. Because worship will ultimately show the reflection of your heart towards God and the faithfulness towards God that you have and your relationship for Him. Like how strong your relationship with God is. And it's oftentimes tested through a trial or tribulation in your life. The reflection of our heart, it really comes down to how we handle the cares of life. Because it talks about in Proverbs 4:23, keep and guard your heart, for out of it flow the issues of life. Or we could look at it this way, out of it flow the cares of life. So we have to guard our heart. Otherwise, if we don't, the cares of life will be the reflection of our life. Now, why do we want the cares of our life to be a reflection of our heart? To be a reflection of who we are. That's not a reflection of who we are. The reflection of who we are needs to be found in God. So when we go through trial and tribulation and persecution, what do? We do what David does. We worship God. We get in that secret place. And by the way, no one told us to leave it anyway. That's a reflection of our heart. Because when we are in the secret place, we have to remind ourselves of His goodness and His mercies. So our reflection of our heart should always go back to praise. And if it's not going back to praise, there's something wrong on our end, not God's end. That's because we've allowed the cares of the cares of this life to really, toss us to and fro. Because in James 1, it says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And, they're not even stable enough to ask God something and to believe it because they're so unstable. That's the reflection of their heart. Because see, if you're double-minded, if you're unsure, then your ways are going to be unsure. And your ways are going to be manipulative. But if your heart is governed by worship, then your actions are going to reflect the Word of God. So I love you guys, and I hope this was an encouragement to you. Just a little devotional teaching. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.